Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated. Sorry.
This Bandicoot will be my general. He will lead my Cortex commandos to world domination.
Yeah, sure.
I shall reign triumphant. We are closer than ever before. Quickly, into the vortex.
Dr. Cortex, the vortex is not ready. We have no idea what it could do.
Failure again. Capture him.
Uh-oh.
Bye-bye.
Prepare the female Bandicoot.
So, I'll be honest, I like the first Crash game the best out of the trilogy. And just in general, I am going to... Yeah. Okay. I don't know, 5, I guess. Okay. Anyway, let's play the game. I do not intend to complete it, although I might. But, you know, I have actually fully completed this game before. And yes, that includes the relics. I did those. So, you know, I've done a lot in this game, basically. Crash 1 specifically. I have beaten the other 2 in the trilogy, and I've also played Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time on my channel. In fact, that's the first video I ever did on this channel. It was a Crash 4 video. And the funny thing about those Crash 4 videos is I just recorded them back to back, and I did not, in fact, realize that my microphone was turned off in them. So it's just a no commentary let's play, although it wasn't supposed to be. And I find that kind of funny. Well, that's my first death. Great, everybody. I died on the first level of the first game. What a great time and place to die. But you know what? I'm not too worried about it. Once again, I've beaten this before. I should be able to beat it again. So, all in all, I will be perfectly fine. Yeah, this jump, if you don't have the masks, is tricky, but if you have the 3 masks, it's pathetically easy. Because you can just walk. But now I can just go backwards and get the rest of these. Is there anything over here past this turtle? I don't think so. Okay, I will just... Yeah. I'll get this gem, why not? Okay, and here's something, so I'll say the reasons why I like this first Crash game better than the other 2 in the trilogy. Yes, I know, Stormy Ascent is now available. But, the reason I like this one the best out of the 3 is because, well, 1, it only has 2 levels that aren't just you playing as Crash. I like the levels that are just Crash levels the best, rather than having levels where you're playing with, like, a vehicle, which is why I like Warped the least out of the trilogy, because literally half of the game is composed of gimmick levels like that, and I do not like that. I think that's really cheap, and it makes the experience feel lesser, to me at least. Although, who am I to say? Because Crash 3 is the most popular, from my awareness, And when I say Crash 3, I mean Warped, because it's Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped. You know, whatever. I just like that one the least, because it's the least like a Crash game. It's just sometimes you're Crash, and then sometimes you're Crash, but with a completely different control scheme because you're doing a level where you're running around in a vehicle of some kind. Yeah, I feel like I'm just running on with what I'm talking about here, but you get the idea. You can at least understand where I'm coming from. But hey, leave in the comments, what is your favorite Crash game of the trilogy? Or just what's your favorite Crash game in general? Let me know. I actually find it really interesting to talk about stuff like this. I literally make ranking videos on my channel sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. And they're some of my most popular videos, so... Yeah, and no, that does not mean I'm going to rank every Crash game, because I've only played the trilogy, the huge adventure on the Game Boy Advance SP, which is... and also, 4, It's About Time. But yeah, this is my favorite of them. And as to why I don't like Crash 4 the best, even though it's the overall best with like the levels and stuff, it's because Crash 4 is an absolute pain to complete, because they went completely overboard with completionist stuff in that game, to the point where while it is great just to play through, I will never try to platinum it, because there's just too much. Is there are there any crates up here? I don't think so. But just bye. Oh, there's a crate. Let's go. We got 3 Bastion. Run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the Crash Bandicoot. Okay. Die, monkey. Die, person. Oh crap! That I almost got hit there. But I didn't, because I'm I'm so epic, I will not get hit. Not there, at least. Seriously, you put a checkpoint right at the end of the level. That's weird. They actually do that a lot in Crash 1, which, I mean, it's a weird design choice, and they also put a lot of those bonus rounds which function as checkpoints right next to other checkpoints. Which is, once again, is really weird that they did that. But okay. And here we go. It's Indiana Crash Run. Which, hey, also, people, which Indiana Jones movie do you like the best? Because they're making a 5th one. And if I have to say which one I like the best, having seen all 4, I like The Last Crusade the best. Raiders of the Lost Ark is also fantastic, but Temple of Doom and Kingdom of the Crystal Skull I do not like. Like, obviously nobody likes Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, but Temple of Doom was all... My control... I wasn't allowed to jump there, but I assume it's just because of the ceiling. The Temple of Doom is also bad. Why did I jump? I find it really annoying. You know? Just, I don't find the characters in that one fun to watch. It's a pain. It's a painful experience. Oh no, I spun away a fruit. Whatever will I do? The boulder is pretty close to me. So... Oh. Hey, I got a gem! That's cool. I'm not going for completion right now. I'm just going to finish the game, basically. I mean, it's a pretty short game. I could probably finish it all in one video. Yeah, I know I already collected 3 face tokens to get to a bonus round. But if I have to say which level I find the hardest in this first Crash game, the hardest level is probably... I don't know, it might be the lab. Or slippery climb. But I'll be honest, I don't think slippery climb is all that difficult, so I'm gonna say it's probably the lab that's the hardest. For me, at least. But we'll get there when we get there. But, I guess we'll see which one I consider to be the hardest. Yeah. I'll also do Stormy Ascent, probably. Maybe not, I don't know. Once again, this game isn't very long, so I probably have time. Oh, the depth perception is wonky, though. I think that is pretty obvious when you play this game. How weird the depth perception is and that it can mess you up sometimes. But the good thing is it's very easy to get extra lives, so it's not, like, the worst thing ever when you mess up. I would rather it not have extra lives, though, because I really just don't like it when games have a limited amount of lives system. But, hey, it's so easy to get them in this game, it really doesn't matter. But yeah, so I like another thing I like a lot about Crash 1 is the fact that it has an actual map rather than just a hub world. I mean, yeah, the hub world in the other games means that you can have more variety in what settings you want the stages to be. But the reason I like there being a map in this first game is because it makes you feel like you're going on a huge quest, like a massive adventure. The other games don't feel like that to me. Does that make sense? I think it's pretty understandable. Also, this guy sadly is not the easiest boss in the game, even though you can pretty much kill him very easily, and I died. But here, look at this. If you stand on his throne, he actually can't even hit you. And then you just jump on his head. That's it. That's all you do. Ooh. Hold up. But yeah, no, this boss fight is easy. The fact that I even died to it while doing this is embarrassing. Hey. There we go. Okay. And now I'm gonna jump on you. Yeah, bye-bye. Yeah, the bosses in this game are not very good. I think the best boss in Crash 1 is Embryo by a long shot, because he's the only one that actually feels like a boss battle. That guy's pathetic. Ripperoo doesn't even feel like a boss fight, more like a puzzle. Although I like the character. But, then Koala Kong also is sort of like a boss fight, but you can also just spin every single one of his attacks away, which I don't like, because that just makes it way, way easier. But the first time I actually fought him, I didn't realize that you could do that, so it was alright. Pinstripe is just waiting for him to be vulnerable. Don't like that boss fight, but also, like Ripperoo, I like the character. It is weird that they don't ever utilize Pinstripe as a character, considering that he's a mob boss. They really should have taken that opportunity. Embryo, I like the characters in this game, but yeah, the boss fights aren't very good. And Embryo is the only one to feel like an actual boss fight to me, because he has multiple phases, he has attacks in between phases, stuff like that. It's good, it's fun, and he's probably the only one that will actually kill you, unless you're an idiot like me and somehow got killed by Papu Papu, of all people. And you know, you won't get killed by the other bosses, because Koala Kong, once again, you can spin away all of his attacks. Cortex, you should be able to dodge accordingly. Pinstripe is just you waiting, and Ripperoo takes a while, but he's not a threat. Because you have to time the TNT with him. Annoying, really, doing that boss fight. But oh well, what are you gonna do? Complain about the boss fights in a 20-year-old, 26-year-old game? I mean, that's what I just did, but also not really, because the boss fights are such a small part of the game that even with all their problems, they don't taint the experience at all for me. Ah, so that's our first instance of there being embryo tokens. I did not get the other 2 embryo tokens, so I cannot enter Embryo's bonus area. But yes, Cortex and Embryo have their own bonus areas in this game, which is interesting. Embryos usually are specific platforming challenges, and Cortexes are where you get the keys to unlock 2 bonus levels. Hogwire. Okay, yeah, this is one of the 2 hog levels where you're not just straight up controlling Crash. But you know what? I actually like these levels. They're like gimmick vehicle levels, which would end up becoming a problem in Crash 3, but these ones, they're fun. It's kind of like 3-dimensional Geometry Dash to me. Just react accordingly, and nothing's really a problem. It's just good fun, auto-scrolling section. And I don't mind auto-scroll. Like, I know a lot of people hate it. I don't, really. Only when it's badly done. Because if auto-scroll is too fast that you can't react accordingly to things coming towards you, that's bad. If it's too slow to the point where you have to stop just so that the screen can catch up to you and you can keep moving, that's also not good. When it's just right, it's fantastic. Look at that. One go and I beat that one perfectly. For some of these levels, you have to actually have special gems in other levels, so I can't even beat the game perfectly with each level on my first go. This one's long. This level just goes on forever. But yes, there is actually a secret path that you can use to skip a portion of it near the end. And I will probably do that because this level is long and I don't want to die. But there are checkpoints, so it's not like if I died I would have to start over a while later. No, I would be perfectly fine. But you know, I would rather just not take the risk. And you know what, I can also show you where the secret area is in that case, if any of you are playing this game for the first time and watching my video specifically for some reason. Or if this video inspired you to buy the game, then I guess that also works. Hello, Orange Chomper. Who, interestingly enough, there are purple versions of in Crash 2. So it's like the actual Chomper from Plants vs. Zombies. Look at that jump. Hell yeah. And what's also interesting about this game... is that there are some levels that are thought of to be like extremely hard. Ooh, the road to nowhere, the high road, hardest levels in any video game ever. They really aren't. That isn't to say they aren't difficult, but I don't think they're the hardest things ever. Unlike a lot of people who do say that they're the hardest things ever. But you know what? This game really isn't that bad. Only the depth perception in a few areas, but I mean, if it's only in a few areas and you can get past it anyway, it's not that big of a problem. But, oh well. Oh, no. Give me that mask! I want a mask! Crash wants to quarantine. He doesn't want to get COVID-19. So please give him the mask. Thank you. Okay, and now we are at the top of the gate. Fortress. Sorry. And you see that? You see that spike without a top? Look at that. You can go behind the fence and just skip all of this. Well, up to here. But for a second, I almost jumped on that while it was on fire. Yeah, that's cool. That's a cool Easter egg that you can do that. No. And if I remember correctly, there's another part of the fence where you can do that too. So let's see if we can find that. Oh, here we go. Oh, it was just that. You could use that to help so that you don't have to have perfect timing on that fire segment and also get an extra life. That's good. I like that that's there. They give you a lot of lives at the end of this level. Wow. I guess they knew that this would be the level that a lot of first-time players get stuck on. Because this is the first level in this game, when I played it for the first time, that I got stuck on. You know. Obviously, I'm not going to do as well the first time I play this. But, you know, I got through it in like 15 minutes. None of these levels are that bad. But hey, I get to go to Island 2. How did Crash go to the next island? I don't know. He did! He teleported, and therefore, he made it. Don't question it. He just did. Game mechanics, I guess. That's not ever explained. It doesn't really need to be. But I would like it if they did something that told you how he did that. You know? Imagine if the only in-level... I say in-level because I'm not counting the bonus areas. Imagine if my only in-level death in this entire playthrough was just on Insanity Beach. How pathetic would that be? That would be honestly really funny. I don't remember if I died anywhere else. Oh, I died to Papu Papu as well. Oh, great. That really helps my case. Yep. So much. No. Ah, no! Okay, I also died there. I got bored by a plant. Oh no! What am I ever going to do? It's not like I have 43 lives or anything. This level's so hard, man. I'm stuck on it now. That one plant is the hardest thing in any video game ever. Forget Ennard. Forget Toy Bonnie in 1020 mode. Yeah, this purple plant here. That's the worst thing ever in any video game. What was that noise the bishop made? It sounded like he was is it called gargling or gurgling? I don't remember. It doesn't matter, but... Oh. Oh yeah, I find that funny as well. The death animations in this game are great. I mean, obviously the game is based on cartoons. Not made in the era where you can actually like make a full-on cartoon video game like Cuphead, but you know, it's based off of that, so a lot of the death animations in this game are just cartoony. Like that one where he just immediately drowns despite only being in the water for less than a second. I don't know, I just find it funny how he just dies immediately. He disintegrates, in fact. He disintegrates, in fact? I like how the sound just becomes higher with each bounce. Wow, they're really handing out extra lives like free candy. Aren't they? Hey kids, you wanna come to my car? I've got some extra lives for ya. And yeah, time for this boss fight, which is Not which he doesn't even really attack you. He just kind of jumps around, and if you happen to be where he's going, then you die. But that's it. He doesn't even aim for you. You just kind of get in his way. Also, big TNT. They don't do anything with big TNT in these games ever again. But oh well. You gonna be there? Wow, okay, Okay, I did that first try. And when I say first try, I don't mean without dying. I did it without dying. But what I mean when I say first try is I did it without ever messing up with the TNT. Which usually happens for me because this boss fight is very, very precise and annoying with timing, but oh well, I did it! Okay, so the Lost City, which is a world in Plants vs. Zombies 2 that exists, and I do not have any strong opinions about, because it just kind of exists. There we go. And I spun away the extra life. Whatever. I still have this mask. Oh no! You took away my one extra life. Now I'm gonna starve. Also, isn't there a mask? No, that's not a mask. That is a metal box. I thought there was a mask up there. I didn't bounce off of it. Oh no! I can't access the embryo. Bonus stage. Now I'm gonna starve. Again. I'm very hungry. Oh. That's... Oh no! Am I really gonna make this joke again? I guess rule of thirds. Now I'm gonna starve. Oh no! Let me get up there. Yeah. Oh. I didn't get the extra life because I totally don't have enough. You see, I changed the joke this time, therefore it's not me repeating the same thing. No. Oh, hey. Nope. Ow! I mean, this game really doesn't have much of a reason to be a 3D game design-wise. Obviously, it being a 3D game was a large reason for it being successful, because it was one of the first 3D games ever, and obviously I'm playing a remake because we know what 3D games used to look like. They looked pretty terrifying, in all honesty, with how the characters all looked like they got smashed in the face with an iron. Oh, also there's this. Just stay in the center, because if you don't, this happens. And it goes all whirly on you. But yes, if you kill the bats, then they don't make any more bats appear, which is good because the bats in this level are really, really annoying. Die. So something that doesn't really make sense to me is how they say that Cortex's things were failures, his experiments with animals, but like, he has ones that work. He literally sends some of them after you throughout the game. Like Koala Kong and Ripperoo. I mean, obviously Ripperoo wasn't going to be the general like Crash was, because I have to wait for this to go down. I don't think he's going to be fit for leading the military, but Koala Kong and Pinstripe seem to be perfectly capable of doing the same sort of thing that Cortex wanted Crash to do initially. At least to me, he literally hired Pinstripe as like his nuclear safeguard. So why not just have him do that sort of thing? He literally knows how to handle weapons. Why wouldn't you just use him? Now the more I think about it, the less sense it makes. But also Cortex, despite being a genius, is pretty fucking stupid. Let's forget about that. You know, I'm just not going to continue here. As in, I'm going to continue the level, but not the bonus section, because that particular bonus section is very annoying. I will just die because a lizard pushed me off a cliff, and then I will not do that this time. Because I'm ready. I'm prepared. Sir? What is that guy's hitbox? No! What is that hitbox? That's so weird. But hey, something I like is that Cortex Castle. You see it in the background, it gets closer and closer as you progress through the game. And he still managed to push me backwards. Fruit. I'll collect the fruit. Why not? And I missed oh so many boxes in this level. I don't care. Once again, I'm not trying to complete it. But we are going to be sitting here for a while and watch him just take a beating. Yeah, he's dead. He's dead. He's just a limp, dead person now. Yeah, I don't think he enjoyed that. I mean, I know I'm playing without the music, so I can't hear this at the moment, but you will be able to hear it in the video after I edit the audio in. I really like the music for this level. It's really good. That's all I have to say. It's very tempo-y and good. Yeah. Also, snakes. Snakes are cool. But here you see, the depth perception gets weird in this game, and that's an instance in which it gets weird. Also, the bats are back. They're back! Please don't come down right now. Okay, they did it. Hey. Spider, where did you go? Oh, now you're back. Bye. Yeah, not sure what was up with that sort of thing. That's a thing that is in this level, and you just sort of float. It's kind of like those parts in Death Egg Zone of Sonic and Knuckles, where you just have to sit there and Sonic goes through a neon tube, and you can't do anything, you just have to wait, and it feels like forever, so you can just go brush your teeth and take a piss and completely prepared to go to bed while waiting for that, and he will still be there by the time. Obviously, it's an exaggeration time-wise to compare that in Crash to those in Sonic, but wow, those in Sonic are annoying as hell. I started talking about a completely different game about an anthropomorphic animal that runs. I mean, obviously Crash's thing isn't running, that's Sonic's thing. Crash can spin though, and that's cool, and I like that. Okay, can I not fall in the hole this time, please? Okay, circle of circles that are moving in a circle. Please don't kill me, and I died again. Yep, you just fly by. Let me get this mask. Thank you. No. Now I just have to wait. Go! Yes. Isn't this one of those times I can just walk to the left and platforms appear? Yeah. That is one of those times. It's kind of weird, but, you know, they expect you to just figure it out by walking. But this is one of those games that you would normally just think, oh, they're trying to trick me. That's bait. They're trying to trick me into jumping into that hole. But I'm not going to, because I'm not stupid. But no, actually, you're supposed to do that. Where's... oh, there it is. Okay, I'm going down. Or towards the screen, not really down. Oh, now I'm going down. I was going down for real. Ooh. For me? You shouldn't have. I really don't need them. I'll take them anyway. I will take them anyway, but I don't need them. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong way. Maybe I did need them. Oh, no. I'm not following. Oh, I missed one box, and I know which one it is too. Oh, come on! It was that one at the beginning that I needed to jump off of another box in order to get. So, yeah, I actually could have gotten another gem here if I cared. Okay, bats, please don't kill me. Please, I beg of you, to not commit killing to me. Thank you. Bye-bye! Road to Nowhere. This is one of those infamous levels. It really isn't that bad, but this this level is notorious for being hard. And that which I do not understand, because it's really quite simple when you get to it. It's just walk forward and time your jumps correctly, which I did not do there. But it's not the hardest thing. You can still definitely die, but it's a pretty simple level once you understand what's going on. And see, look at the shadow. You can tell exactly where you're going to land. And there's not a problem with trying to determine your positioning. So, I mean, I guess the thing is that the high road, in particular, is a very long level. But that's it, I guess. I guess these levels are long, and because of that, they become an endurance test. I have 2 heads. That's better than 1. Yeah, look. Just keep going. See? It's not that bad. Also, interestingly, you can stand on the ropes. Although, in the Insane Trilogy, which is what I'm playing, the hitbox for Crash is slightly round at the bottom. So standing on the ropes will actually make you slide off most of the time. And also some of these are all icy for some reason. Don't know why that is. From an in-universe perspective, obviously from a game design perspective, you can do that. And yes, there is a hole there. You will die if you just try to walk over. So, don't do that. I made a mistake. Okay, onto the ropes for me. Thank you. And now I'm just gonna jump on this tortoise and make it over. Yeah. Oh yeah, something else that I like specifically about Crash 1 is that it's just you make it to the end of the level. In Crash 2 and 3, you have to get a crystal in each level that's in a specific location. But if you happen to miss the crystal, then you can't progress. And I don't like that. I would rather just be able to beat the levels and not have to worry about finding something in them each time. At least that's what I think, personally, because it's annoying when you have a level with branching paths and you're like, oh no, I have to pick one, but I don't know which one the crystal's down. So if I pick the wrong one, then I'll have to backtrack all the way and then go to the one that does have the crystal in it. Or I can beat the level, but then have to replay it in order to get the crystal. But no, this game just lets you finish. And I like that a lot more than having that happen. And also sometimes you just miss the crystal anyway, because I don't think about the crystals very often, and I had a few times playing Crash 2 and 3 where I walked right past the crystal without even realizing it was there, because, I mean, why would I be thinking about them? And then I realized after beating level. Oh no, I didn't get the crystal. I have to replay that entire thing all over again. And this is the first of the 2 levels that have keys in them. Should I go for the keys? I don't know. I am just gonna play through the game, and if I happen to get the keys, then cool. If I don't, then I really just don't care. But hey, we have more of these. So, that's good. But hey, we have more of these as well. Masks and lives. I didn't think about the fact that that bat was there at all. And that I was going to get hit. Very stupid thing to not think of, but oh well, I didn't think of it. Yeah, I should have just waited there. Under the level in order to not get killed by the bats. Yes. Yes. Let's go. Ah! Sometimes this game will make you nervous. Also, I don't know how these things are just spinning here. They're floating. It's a conspiracy. The government is disguising these floating cylindrical blocks as birds so they can spy on you. I swear it's real. Believe me. Why would I ever lie to you? Get in there. Yeah, mask. So that's where the mask was. So I didn't completely remember incorrectly. I just remembered the wrong level. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Just wait until both of them go back. Yeah, let's go. And a checkpoint. Checkpoint! Okay. I almost died there. Get me up. Up. That one doesn't go down. Cool. I like that. I like it when the platforms don't go away. It makes me a lot more comfortable. Also, this specific level, Sunset Vista, is the longest level in the game, by the way. I guess other than... I think Stormy Ascent is actually longer. But I mean out of the levels that were in the original Crash game. And Stormy Ascent is a level that was removed from the original game because they thought it was too difficult to have it in the game. So they got rid of it. Hey! Oh, that platform almost killed me. That was dirty. Yeah, that platform really needs a bath. They could use it. This is a lost city after all. Hey. No. No. I fell directly onto the fire. Cast the Crash into the fire from which it came. No. Okay, let's not screw up miserably this time. Hey, Mr. Lizard, you want to come over here? Don't! Well, I guess I can just continue. Oh no, I missed a box. It's not as if I was not trying to complete this game or anything. I am so very upset. Can you not tell by the tone of how I am talking right now that I am in immense suffering, pain, and need years of therapy? Where's the bonus area? Oh, there it is. It's up there. Usually the bonus areas are right next to the head tokens, the third head token that you get. So this is a weird experience. This is an out-of-body experience for me. I want to get those extra lives though, so I'm going right back in there. Go, 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 go! Bye-bye. Get me up there. Get me over there. Yes. Give me here. Yes. Give me here. Yeah. Yes. Give me. Give me here. Yes. 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 Oh, yes. And lizard. What? You saw that. That guy did not touch me. Why does Crash just, like, turn around whenever he hits one of the lizards? What's up with that? That's so weird. There we go. Now just boing, 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 boing. Ooh, free. Just a straight up live there. Not even just, like, extra fruit. So, yes, let's go. Ooh. So I just have Koala Kong, I have Koala Kong Heavy Machinery, Cortex Power, Generator Room, Toxic Waste, Pinstripe Potoroo, the High Road, Slippery Climb, Lights Out, Castle Machinery, Embryo, the Lab, and then the Great Hall, and then Cortex. Yeah, I'm almost done with this game. It really isn't that long. But hey, bam. Just... But look, what's the point? You can just do this to his attacks. It makes the entire boss fight feel quite meaningless to me. At least. But I just wait. And now. See, he likes waiting. And then just doing that. And also there are just random TNT barrels falling from the ceiling for some reason. Bam. And that's it. Bye-bye, Koala Kong. But now, World 3, the final world, and also the hardest world, and the world to the only boss that's an actual boss fight. But look, ooh, machines. We have floating, those, yeah, don't really know what these machines that Cortex has are. Don't know what purpose, well, I guess they're supposed to be like security robots, I guess. But at that point, you could just bother locking your place. I mean, Crash just walked in for free. I think it would make more sense to put a door there than just design all of these for the sake of security. But that's just me. Guys, look, I'm playing Security Breach. I'm breaking into the Cortex Plex. The Pizza Cortex. And look, I decommissioned that robot. Like you do with the robots that are in Security Breach. And look, there's an elevator, like in Security Breach, and there are boxes, like in Security Breach. Yep. Still not convinced that they're the same game? You're an idiot then, if you're not convinced already. She looks so bored just standing there. Just like, ugh, Crash, come rescue me faster, so that I cannot be in the rest of these games. No. Good. I thought I was about to get hit by that tortoise robot. Ow. 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 Rutabaga! I don't know why he yells Rutabaga whenever you collect him. I guess he really likes to eat rutabagas or something. Or he likes playing Plants vs. Zombies 2 and his favorite plant is rutabaga! Oh no! 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 I missed the elevator. Let's Let's not miss the elevator this time by standing on these vents. Okay. And that one elevated me, and this one is going to horizontally elevate me. Okay. And 2 out of the 3. But now I just go down here. They just make licking noises when you collect the fruit. He goes... Boing. Oh no, extra lives. I want those. Give them to me. Yeah, I got extra lives. And it's the number 69. 69. Get it because it's the funny number. It's the number that's funny. Please laugh at my joke. Please. I'm very insecure. I need you to find me funny. Okay, yeah, Cortex power, which opens with, like, an establishing shot for some reason. I guess Cortex is Mr. Burns from The Simpsons. He just owns an entire power plant brand. But I like this level. This is one of the best levels in the first Crash game. Well, it's the only top-down level, but it's also like a maze, in a way. And I think that's really cool. Okay. Yes, give me that extra fruit and stuff. So that I may live. Also, we get to see a gangster over here, which teaches you how you're going to do the mechanics of fighting Pinstripe in his actual boss fight. And I like that that's a thing. It's still a very easy boss fight, so you shouldn't even need help figuring out what to do in it. Ooh, don't mind if I do. Jump over those. In this. Well, I have invincibility frames. Just go, 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 go. And then there's also this part, which I will just walk across because I don't care about completing the game. So I will just get this fruit here so I can have extra lives, and then I will carry on to the generator room, which is the level with the worst depth perception in this entire game. Yes! I don't know why Cortex has his own face on these monitors. I really don't know. You guys, it's Cortex 1984. He's here to tell you that you should not drink dishwasher detergent. He's oppressing all of us dishwasher detergent drinkers. And I hate him for it. I mean, hey, hopefully I can get the colored gem on this level, because not because I want to, necessarily, but if I do, that would be cool. Because, like, come on, colored gems, those are cool. Wow, what an amazing explanation. Yay. But, I mean, I don't think anybody would be complaining if I got the colored gem. I think it would be a very cool thing if I got it. But, you know, the relic in this level is painful to get, because there are those really, really slow platforms at the very end of the level. But I'll show you when I get to the end of the level. I mean, the levels in this game aren't that long, so I'll be there soon enough. But yeah, also, once again, making the relic in this level painful is the awful depth perception in this specific level. Areas like that with the tilted elevating platforms, those are awful to try to speedrun past. Oh yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Why are these platforms so slow? It's like they're sad or something. The platforms need therapy. And then also there's like a door here. Yeah, there. What? Oh no. I really just died there. I would have gotten the special gem too if I didn't just die there. Now I am I'm so angry right now. I'm shaking. I'm shaking. I am shaking so hard. I'm so angry. I can't pretend to be angry. You know I'm not angry. I know I'm not angry. I'm not a very angry person. But I guess I can pretend to be angry if I want to. But this isn't the right situation. I don't even really get loud when I get mad. I just kind of talk the exact same way as I normally do. I guess I always sound angry in that case. Technically. Safety first, because we all know that he is going to be the CEO of safety. Wait, his full name is Pinstrapelli Potterot. That's an explanation. No, that's an I. It just looks sort of like an explanation point at the end, I guess. You know. Yeah, I got all the gems. All the boxes too. It's just because I died, I can't get the gem. Yeah, nearly perfect, but you died, and Crash is like, that's bullshit. I did it perfectly. But hey, Toxic Waste. We get to play the Twitter level. But in actuality, this level is basically just Donkey Kong. No, I'm not joking. This level is just Donkey Kong. And spin. It's Donkey Kong, but three-dimensional and with really, really bad depth perception. It's also a problem in this level, and I died. The barrel pushed me into the acid, I guess. So, is that even my fault? I couldn't see it at that point, so I couldn't react to it. Is it fair for me to blame the game in that case? I guess I can see it there, but at that point I have to be looking directly at Crash in order to even notice. Also, the funny thing is that the song in this level is like super metal sounding, and yet it's for Donkey Kong basically. And I don't know, I find that funny. But here we go, the bouncy barrels. Now these ones are bad, and I just happen to not get hit by that because they're very hard to tell where they are, the bouncy barrels. And it is very annoying to try avoiding them. Nope. Yeah, that's right. I'm going in here, and I'm getting a checkpoint. And I also think I'm very close to the end of the level anyway. So, yeah. Go. Go. Bye-bye. Hey! You can't just spawn me in there with the barrel rolling right at me. Excuse me? The game was about to give me the blue gem there. I didn't earn it, but I would have gotten the blue gem, so I don't appreciate getting flattened. I think that's kind of not good. But yeah, the box literally opened and revealed the blue gem. How dare the game glitch to try to give me an item that I didn't earn, but then not give me that item because I died. Bullshit. But yeah, look. How does somebody design a boss fight like this and think, great idea? He literally just does this, and you sit there behind furniture made out of titanium, I guess, for not breaking. And he just does this, and you hit him whenever he's either reloading or his gun gets jammed, and that's it. It's just such an easy and pathetic boss fight. It's kind of shocking, especially considering when you think about it. Like, theoretically, this guy is such missed opportunity. Like, why did they not use him later in the series? You know, also he shot the generator in the background. So we're gonna have to deal with that in later levels. The lights are gonna be out in the castle because the power is off. Can you imagine, though? That? Because do you know how hot it would be in a castle in Australia if the power was out and therefore the air conditioning? Do you know how awful that would be? Oh, it would just be awful. That's what it would be. Hey, Waddles. Goodbye, Waddles. I stranded you on this high road. But yeah, you have to bounce off of turtles in this level, which is interesting. I mean, you have to do it at the very end of the road to nowhere anyway, but bouncing off of turtles is what most of this level consists of. Oh, great. I'm doing so badly, the game gave me a mask out of pity. I don't like that that's a thing that happens. Please do not give me masks out of pity. I do not want them. They make me feel bad. And also the irony is that they gave me a mask out of pity on this level, where the threat isn't even the enemies. It's the fact that you are going to fall and die. And hey, look, in the background you can see that we're getting closer to Cortex Castle, because it's pretty close to where I am right now. Boing, boing. Oh no! Oh no! What a get up there. Boing, boing. Oh hey, something you might find interesting is that I just missed that checkpoint. But something you might find interesting is what I'm doing over this winter break is I'm actually watching every Pixar movie. Like, it's something I just started doing, watching every Pixar movie, so I'm not anywhere close to being done with it. But I'm watching them in the order that they came out, so I've watched Toy Story, A Bug's Life, and Toy Story 2 so far. Obviously, out of the three of those, Toy Story 2 is the best one. With the first Toy Story also being really good, and A Bug's Life just kind of existing. In fact, Bug's Life was worse than I remembered it being. I thought it was something that wasn't bad, but didn't really have anything going for it either. That's how I remembered it being. But no, like, it was just kind of meandering for most of it. So, it sort of exists, I guess. But most of it isn't even good. It's just kind of there. I think it would have worked a lot better if it was a short film. But what are you gonna do? It's a full-length movie, even though most of that full length was done to fill time. Oh well. But hey, Monsters Incorporated is next, and I like Monsters Incorporated. I gave it an A. I also gave Toy Story 2 an A, by the way. I did a video where I ranked every Pixar movie. Me and Soapnado, that is. We have some controversial takes. We put some movies in very controversial spots. I'll put a few on screen that you will have to watch the video to know where we put them, but the spots that we put them definitely upset a lot of people. Not specifically that I know that, but I assume so, because the video got like over 200 views, and people on the internet get angry when people disagree with them. So I probably upset a lot of people with my opinions that I shared in that video. But honestly, do I care? No. I just want to know what other people think as far as Pixar rankings go. I guess watch that if you want. It's a good video, and I like it, but I made it, so I have a personal bias towards it, obviously. Guys, every video I've ever made is great. Watch all of them. Please. Give me your views. Give me your watch time. Give me your likes, your subscribes, your, I don't know. your watch time get me monetized. I actually do want to get monetized eventually though, but like obviously I'm not anywhere close to that at the moment. It would be cool. It'd be cool if I could make money off of YouTube. I don't necessarily think having it be the only source of income is that good of an idea. Obviously, things can go wrong. You can lose subscribers. People could stop being interested in your content, and if you don't have a backup plan, then that wouldn't be good. So, yeah. I think the best thing to do is, unless you're like Markiplier levels of successful, do YouTube, but also do like work somewhere else, you know, with a consistent paycheck just in case your YouTube channel starts to become non-successful. I think that's the right idea. That's the approach that I will do unless I end up getting really successful with it. Because I don't think that doing YouTube full-time is the best idea. Obviously. I don't think that it's like a guarantee that your YouTube channel will always be successful, because it won't. Some videos will do worse than others. And sometimes you'll get videos that are way more successful than your other ones. And a lot of the time you'll be upset that a specific video that you did not think was good ended up being way more successful than most of the ones that you had done before, but ultimately, you're happy that one of your videos got as liked and viewed as it was, and then just be like, you know what? As much as I would rather it be a different video on my channel that did this well, at the very least, people like this one, you know? There's gonna be that one video that you think is like the best thing you've ever made, and it probably won't be your most successful one, and ultimately, that's just life, I guess. You're gonna have to deal with that, but hey, you know what? When I do... Oh, great, I got a pity mask. When I do my ranking of every Five Nights at Freddy's game, I probably will think that that's the best video I ever made. I mean, it's just a hunch I have, but, like, think about it. It's the culmination of everything I've been doing for almost a year at this point. In just, like, 6 days, it will be a year of work that will be building up. And that video still won't even be made yet, because I still have to play Special Delivery and wait for the Security Breach free DLC. I might as well wait for the Security Breach free DLC, right? If I'm going to give FNAF World's sister location in Help Wanted the allowing DLC to count for the game's content treatment, I might as well do the same thing for Security Breach. God knows Security Breach really needs a second chance, because that game was miserable to play. Now, the funny thing is about that game, I actually enjoyed it somewhat when I was doing it without hiding spots, when I was doing like a challenge run and trying to beat it quickly. That I actually had a decent time with, which I guess is really kind of funny when you think about it, but that the game is so poorly designed, the only way for me to enjoy it is to not play it the way it's intended. So, how do you mess up that badly? I don't know. It's kind of amazing how badly Security Breach is designed, and ultimately written as well. Because isn't that so deeply unsatisfying that they made a 9th game in the series, the ninth main series FNAF game, and they decided to bring Afton back again? Like, really? I've seen him everywhere. I'm tired of it. Just let the character rest. Just don't bring him back. I don't want to see him anymore. But hey, what are you gonna do? They made that mistake. It was a really big mistake. But hopefully the series can recover from it. I don't want it to end up like Star Wars and become a washed-up has-been series of games. movie, I guess, because they're making a Five Nights at Freddy's movie. I'm very interested in seeing it, although I do not necessarily think it's going to be good. But it's something I'm interested in. I mean, who isn't? Think about that. I really just want to see how they're even going to pull off making a movie using the concept of FNAF. It's such a weird concept, and I expect the movie to be its own thing, completely independent of like the lore of the games and stuff. Because the movie doesn't need to be a lore dump. And I would rather it not be a lore dump. I would rather it be its own thing that doesn't rely on my knowledge of other things. And so, I guess I could do, like, a video if I wanted, where I do speculation. Ooh, what could the FNAF movie be? But it's probably going to be, well, once again, it's going to be its own thing from the games. But I assume it's going to be, like, William kills children, the security guard is related to one of the people who died. He then gets hired at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza to work the night shift so that he can try to investigate during the night. He sees that the animatronics are possessed, they try to kill him. Eventually this leads to him encountering William, who's some crazy, like, mad scientist dude who did all of this to try to become immortal. Which is a dumb idea, because immortality sucks, and eventually the sun will destroy the entire planet, so if you became truly immortal, obviously, he means immortal in the sense of living for as long as you want, and never dying because he fears hell, the sun will destroy the planet, so technically, you'll be sitting inside the sun for thousands, millions of years, and then not only that, but also, even after that, you will just be sitting in space. Just unable to do anything. Bad idea. Not a good plan to become immortal. But they're gonna show up, and Afton's gonna be this crazy guy obsessed with immortality, but also smart in a conventional sort of way, despite having no common sense. And then they're gonna have a confrontation. William is either going to be defeated or become Springtrap. As in, when I say defeated, I mean arrested. He's either gonna get arrested or become Springtrap, and they're probably gonna leave room for a sequel movie with that. Or, maybe, then he could just get arrested. You know, that's also a possibility. Which would also leave room for a sequel movie if they wanted to make multiple. If they wanted to make the Five Nights at Freddy's cinematic universe. Oh boy, I can't wait for Cupcake Takes Manhattan. But then also, if they wanted to do this, they could have, with Mike knowing one of the people who died, with it being like a relative of his. Because they did show, like, in the casting, there was like a character called Abby Schmidt, with Mike Schmidt being the security guard, because that's what the security guard in the first game is called, even though it was Michael Afton in the games. Mike Schmidt is probably going to be an entirely different character in the movie. With Abby Schmidt being a thing, that makes me think that she's going to die and then possess one of the robots, and then maybe they'll know each other and be like, hey, I know you. Maybe they'll even team up at some point to fight William. I don't know. This is just speculation. I find the entire prospect of there even being a FNAF movie in the first place really enticing and exciting, but also making me very nervous. You know, it's something that has so many different possibilities for where it could go that I really don't even know what to think until I see it. But it hasn't come out yet. And I don't know if this is true, but I heard somebody say that they're filming it, all of it, in like 2 months. So that's gonna be stressful on the actors. I keep dying to this one jump that isn't even difficult. But hey, oh my fucking god, why am I so bad at this? But hey, I find it so interesting that they're making a movie. I really hope it's good, but I wouldn't get my hopes too up. Obviously, I want it to be good. I would never want a movie to be bad, let alone a movie from a franchise that I've been loving and following for years, like Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't want it to have a bad movie. And I don't want the games to be bad either, because Security Breach was awful, but that's just one bad game. You can make more games later, and hopefully they'll be good as well. When I say good, I mean good. I don't know why I said as well. Security Breach wasn't good. It was really, really bad. As for the movie, yeah, I guess I could just wait and see. But it is such an interesting topic to me. There's so much speculation and thought in so many different ways it could go. It's kind of hard not to be both nervous and excited for it. Also, I actually got asked to do some 2D art for a Five Nights at Freddy's fan film, and I'm excited about that. It's not like anything major or anything for me at the moment, but like, come on, that's cool. I want to participate in that kind of thing, if I can. Why not? That sounds like fun. And to say that I helped work on a fan project for a franchise that I love, that makes me excited. And hopefully things will go well for that thing that is happening. Hopefully it won't like get canceled or anything. I'm excited, but I won't really share any details until it comes out. You know, if it does, because you know, there's always the guarantee that it won't, and if it does not get completed, then I got all of your hopes up for nothing. So, oh, I got killed by a rat. So yeah, that would be quite the disappointment. But hey, I'll let you know if any more things I'm involved in become successful, because I actually did talk a lot on this. I actually did talk a lot with people creating a FNAF fan game. Like, they wanted my help with writing and stuff, and I helped them with that. I wouldn't say I was the lead writer, but I would say that I did some of it. They also wanted me to voice act Bonnie. I don't know how the development of that is going, by the way, so I'm not gonna confirm or deny anything. But they also wanted me to voice act Bonnie based off of a voice I did in one of my Cuphead videos, where there was a segment when I was reading Salt Baker's dialogue before his boss fight, and they wanted me to do some of the voice that I did there when I said stuff like, while you were out there doing my bidding, I nabbed your little friend here. Like, they wanted me to do that. So I think that's really cool. I actually think that's really cool, but I don't know how the development of that is even going at the moment, so I am not going to guarantee anything. But still, very cool. Especially actually being able to voice act in something that isn't just one of my own videos for fun. I mean, I'm still doing it for fun, but, you know. I think that's awesome. And if that thing does continue to be developed, once again, I'm not completely sure. There have been some problems with it being developed that the developers have faced. If it is being made, I'm excited to be a part of it. I guess it's also very fitting that I'm still talking about Five Nights at Freddy's, and I am doing a level where you have to use masks in the dark and a light. I mean, you're using the mask as your light, but like, a mask, a light, am I playing FNAF 2? I like FNAF 2. I don't think it's the best game by any means. I think Help Wanted is the best game in the series. At least out of the ones I've played, but the only one I haven't played is Special Delivery. And yes, when I say the best game in the series, when I say series, I am including weird spin-off titles like FNAF World, Freddy in Space 2, Fury's Rage, stuff like that. Yes, I played those. And when I do rank every FNAF game, I am going to have those in the ranking, as stupid as it is. I don't know, it's just funny to me, the idea of having them in it, you know? Plus, they're technically part of the series, so it counts. It's not like I'm cheating or anything. I guess there's also that old Scott game called Sit and Survive, because he made like a troll thing where he tricked a bunch of YouTubers into playing an altered version of one of his old games called Sit and Survive, where he just replaced the main character's head with a Freddy head. This is also very fitting because Five Nights at Freddy's is a game where you sit and survive. I did not get hit there. Hey! Okay. Cool. Yeah, I died a lot on that level, which is surprising. I think I died a lot more there than I did on Slippery Climb. And Slippery Climb is the infamous one. But hey, what do you know? Jaws of Darkness is next. I forgot about this one. Boing, 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 boing. Steak, boing. Okay. But I guess if you do want to know my opinion about those games, because I guess everything comes back to either Five Nights at Freddy's or The Binding of Isaac with me. They're like the two things I will never shut up about. I think that the worst game... I don't know, I haven't come up with a specific ranking yet. Security Breach and Sister Location are the two bad ones. When I played Fury's Rage, it was so short and poorly designed that it's also one of the worst ones, but also it's just kind of a thing that's completely forgettable. Like, there's nothing to note about it. In a way, it might actually be the worst game in the series, just because there's nothing notable about it. Like, even though Security Breach and Sister Location are awful, I can at least talk about them. You know? They're at least interesting in some regard. Fury's Rage isn't that. And as to why I don't like Sister Location, I don't think I really need to explain why I don't like Security Breach. Not very many people like it, or at least it's the one that a lot of people don't like, and also it gets kind of infamous at this point. But yes, the version of Security Breach I played did not have glitches, very many, and it ran pretty well. So it's not even like you can say, oh, you can patch the game and it'll be good eventually. Like, no, the gameplay just isn't fun in Security Breach. Yeah. But as for Sister Location, it's just a bunch of mini-games that don't build on each other, so it's not like you feel like you're getting better at the game like you do in the first... in really all of the other FNAF games, where you feel like you're getting better at what you're doing. In Sister Location, it's just random thing, oh, now you do other thing. But, and also most of the minigames in Sister Location boil down to do something and then stop when this cue happens, and then continue to do the thing when you're not in danger anymore. That is what happens in the Breaker Room. That is what happens in the Ballora Gallery. That is what happens in Funtime Auditorium. The parts and service things are different. And I guess there's also that awful night with the mini arenas in Night 4. Then also, I guess there's also that thing with the Biddy Babs. That's different. I guess not most of the things, like, not most of the mini-games in Sister Location are go, 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 stop until this thing isn't there anymore, and then go again. But they're not fun. I mean, still a decent amount of them are what I just described, but then there's also the other ones that aren't that, once again, parts and service, Night 4, the Biddy Bab section in Night 2, and then the Ennard boss fight, which is awful on multiple levels. And you know what's funny? I thought the Ennard boss fight was going to be the worst boss fight I had ever done in a video game, and then I did the Acton boss fight in Security Breach, and it was even worse. I guess the FNAF series does not handle boss fights amazingly. Like, I'm not saying they haven't ever done them well, I'm just saying, they haven't had the best track record either. Obviously, games like Cuphead, where almost the entire game is boss fights, are going to have to do it better. So, it's no competing with Cuphead, obviously, for boss fights and that quality. But when I say it doesn't have the best track record, I mean, like, it has some pretty bad ones, the boss fights, I mean. And by that I mean, Ennard and Afton. And also Monty in Security Breach and DJ Music Man. Any other boss fights in the series, I guess, like in FNAF World, Nightmare Fredbear, those are fine. And I guess that's also what the Dark Rooms... Sorry, not Dark Rooms. Night Terrors levels and Help Wanted are boss fights, in a way. Those are good. I like those ones a lot, actually. I specifically like the Nightmarian boss fight in Help Wanted, because Nightmarian's just such a cool character anyway. Like, and that boss fight takes utmost advantage of how awesome his design is, and how spooky it is in the theming. So good, so well done, so well executed. I don't know, what else should I talk about? How about, I need to find stuff to talk about, or I can actually just commentate over what I'm playing. That's also a thing I can do. But this is one of those games I can just kind of play automatically without thinking that much. Because, well, it's a very simple control scheme, and, well, the game is pretty self-explanatory in how it works. But hey, you know what? This level's cool. I like this level. I like this segment where you have to go on these elevators and dodge the flaming pipes. Why exactly are the pipes flaming? I don't know. I guess they're just really hot for some reason. Ooh. Cool little cinematic shot there. Oh, there's toxic waste going into that vent. That's probably very unsanitary. And hopefully nobody has to breathe that air. Oh, I landed right on a checkpoint. Hey, thanks, game! Oh, I can't even go up there. That's unsatisfying. And that's also unsatisfying, but also entirely my fault, because I'm an idiot. But so here's something that didn't really make sense to me in Security Breach. If the trash compactor was already above Chica, and Chica already looked to see if there's anybody watching her, and she didn't see Gregory because Gregory was hiding, why did Gregory then run up to her when she was under the trash compactor and push her? Like, she was already there. You could have done nothing, and the situation would have been perfectly fine. For you, obviously not her, she would have still been severely damaged. Also, like, he can get killed by the animatronics easily at any point in the game, but in that specific cutscene, he's strong enough to not only push Chica over, but kick her in the face and break her face when he kicks it. Yeah, no, like, actually, pieces flying off. Oh, I got every box in that level, apparently. Yeah, I mean, that game doesn't really make sense to begin with. Like, why are there so many gift boxes everywhere that they want you to collect, and you just open them, and there's a PNG inside? Oh boy, what a prize. Also, Dr. Nitrous Brio. I feel like I've been talking about completely unrelated things from this game for such a long time, I kind of forgot that there were characters in this. But hey, Dr. Embryo, you just do this. That's how you damage him. And then he starts throwing potions at you, like some sort of Minecraft character. I mean, I believe you can throw potions in Minecraft. They're called splash potions, right? The ones you throw. Like, I don't... Like, this actually feels like a boss fight, so good on the person who designed it. But you can throw potions in Minecraft that are called splash potions, right? I don't play Minecraft, and I don't want to play Minecraft. I've played Minecraft before, and I don't enjoy it. Like, I gave it a chance. It's just not really for me. Minecraft isn't even a bad game. It's just not something I enjoy. Okay? Can you believe that? I don't like something, but I also don't think it's bad. Yeah. I think we can believe that, everybody. I don't actually think low enough of the people who watch my stuff to say that they're too dumb to believe that I can not enjoy something without thinking it's bad. Also, he tried to fly like a bird, which they might have decided to reference in Crash 4 by having him drink a potion and become like a dinosaur that can fly. I don't know. I don't know if that was intentional or not. So this is the last actual level. The Great Hall isn't really one. It's just a bonus area, really, where you can go into after you beat the lab, and if you have all the gems, you can get a secret ending where it just gives exposition about what happened to the bosses after this game. Which, when you actually think about it, they say in the secret ending, they say that Ripperoo went through several years of intense therapy. Which, you know why I think that's funny? I think that's funny because Crash 2 takes place 1 year after the first game, which means that Ripperoo either got or built his own time machine. And we know that time travel is a thing in the Crash universe, because Crash 3 actually introduces that as its main gimmick for settings. So, yes, he could have built time machines. If I remember correctly, they said Entropy invented time machines in the Crash universe, but technically when you think about it, anybody can invent a time machine by going back in time to before time machines were invented and then build one. So, I don't know about the validity of Entropy. It's a conspiracy. Ripperoo was the actual father of time travel this whole time, and Entropy is just a fraud. He's a sham. He's been lying to us. Also, there's this guy who the first time I played this game, I didn't even realize that you can attack him. I just thought you had to jump around him, going something like this. But you actually can attack him whenever his thing isn't all lightning-y, which is interesting. I mean, it doesn't really make the level any easier or anything, but you can. He screams when he gets knocked off the ledge. I'm gonna stand over here. Thank you. I'll show you guys. No, well, I'll show you and then die before showing you. I'll show you dies. There, look, you can do that. I knocked him toward the screen. I guess I should just wait, and then wait for him to be not lightning-y, and then I can walk towards him. And do that, and now wait. Yep. Oh, wait, so whenever he gets up, he stops having lightning on his hands. So I can show you him dying then. Don't worry about it, by the way. They're robots, these guys. Crash 3 actually confirms that they were robots. Why did they need to... That's what I was trying to show you this whole time. But yes, why specifically did they decide to have these guys be robots? I don't know. It really doesn't add anything. I guess it explains why they all look the same, though, his lab assistants. But, like, so something I find interesting, actually, is the fact that Cortex does have all these scientists that he's working with, and yet the only one you see in Crash 1 is Embryo. And so those guys are robots, but Cortex doesn't seem to have any specific specialty. Embryo specifies in biology, as you can probably guess because of his name. And Jin, which is the scientist that specifies in robotics, is introduced in the second game. And then Entropy, whose name is a pun of entropy, is the guy who built a time machine, and his boss fight is based off of his name being Entropy by having his steam-powered suit ran out of power at some points and all burning hot, and then you can attack it during that point because you can't move. So that's some smart boss design, by the way. I applaud the people who made Crash 3 for that. That was actually very smart. Also, yes, this is the level. The Great Hall. Hardest level in the game! Oh my god, I can't believe it! I have beaten this level! So, you see that blimp that was next to Cortex Castle throughout this entire game? That's where the final boss is. And interesting, it's really interesting actually, because apparently he set the apparently Crash set the place on fire. We don't see him do that, but apparently Crash set Cortex Castle on fire. Why is Cortex specifically focusing on defeating Crash rather than making sure everything he's ever worked for isn't burnt? I don't know. He's an idiot, I guess. Seriously though, if I were in this situation, I would be focused on making sure that my building didn't burn down. Does Cortex not have fire safety in Cortex Castle? I don't know. But also, this forced the developers to make it so that he had a different location base to be in the second game, which is a giant spaceship, which then he and Engine worked on to build a laser which the crystals would power. But then Embryo went to Crash and was like, hey Crash, get the gems, and then we can build a laser to destroy Cortex. And then they got the gems and they built the laser to destroy Cortex. But Cortex survives. So, it really doesn't matter. But yes, Embryo is a good guy after this game. Why did they do that? I don't know. I guess they just decided that for some reason they couldn't use him as Cortex's sidekick again. I mean, they used Engine, which I'm perfectly fine with because I like Engine a lot, but it is a bit of a weird creative decision to just replace Embryo as Cortex's right-hand man for the sequel for seemingly no reason. Because just because Engine is working with Cortex doesn't mean Embryo can't be. That being said, they still made Embryo a villain that can kill you and attack you in some of the games, which makes the fact that they made him a good guy in Crash 2 even weirder. I guess, and oh no, it made me think of Star Wars. This made me think of Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. I hate that Crash Bandicoot, something that I like, made me think of Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. But it made me think of that line from Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. I don't care about your rebellion. I don't need the rebels to win. I just need Kylo Ren to lose. I guess that's Embryo. I don't need Crash to win. I just need Cortex to lose. I don't know. It's weird. I really don't know why they did that. Such a weird change, you know? If anybody knows the actual reasoning for why they decided to do that, can you please tell me in the comments? I actually really want to know. I think it's interesting. You know, it'd be like if, I don't know, I can't think of a proper metaphor for it. Well, it would be a simile, because I said like. Grammar, everybody. Remember your grammar. It is important. Even if some people think it isn't. I like grammar. I think it's fun and cool. And there are some people in this room, in this metaphorical room, watching this, who do not like grammar. And when I say grammar is important, I mean in writing. It's not as important talking, obviously. You're still gonna notice when I say something that isn't grammatically correct, but it's way more noticeable when reading something when the grammar is incorrect. At least for me, I don't know, annoys me when I read something that's incorrectly written like that, you know? I don't like it. It's just weird. It makes it seem like the writer didn't care, even if the writer had all the care in the world for what they were writing. A grammatical error is just so annoying to look at, and it makes me think that they didn't care. I mean, Cortex can't even design a proper gun that works, because, like, he's doing this to adjust the bolts, but, like, why would he ever shoot the green ones at me? Because you can just continue shooting the purple ones, my man. Those, I mean. Like, there's nothing stopping him. Oh. I got shot with a green one. No. But, like, he wasn't even aiming for me there with that second green one. So why would you even bother shooting them in the first place? You're going to eventually realize that they're dangerous and shoot away from me. And then also shoot right at me right there. Cortex is kinda stupid. You wanna shoot a green one? Yes, you do. Oh, and you also wanted to shoot a green one there. I'm gonna stand at the back here so that I am as close to the screen as possible, so I am not at any risk of walking off the edge. That was really weird looking right there. Because yes, you actually can walk off the edge of the blimp during this boss fight. You want me to show you? Look at this. Yeah, that's a thing you can do. Damn. He said come. Cortex said come, everybody. Oh, Cortex, you nasty person. I don't know. Well, what was the bit there? I'm not even sure what I was trying to say. I mean, I know what I was trying to say, but I couldn't really think of an actual joke that wasn't just, haha, sex, funny. I don't know. What am I doing? I am dying. I am dying to Cortex. Okay, what are those hitboxes? What are those hitboxes? The depth perception here is actually messing with me. I feel like I should not be getting hit. And it doesn't look like I should be getting hit either. Could you at least not hit me, please? I think it would be nice if you did not hit me. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Cortex is kind of a mean person. What a shock, I know. It's not like he's the villain of the game or anything. But, oh well. Like, I know that they said that, like, his family tattooed an N on his forehead because they were abusive. But, like, I don't know. When was that written? Was that a thing written, like, when this game was being made, or was it written after? Because I do question why specifically. Like, I can get that from a storytelling perspective, but, like, from an actual character design perspective, why did they decide to put an N on his head, the character designers? It's so weird to me. Also, this last one is just yellow. Green, sorry. Oh. Yeah. How did I miss the first two times? Whatever. Cortex fell, he survives falling all that distance and into a cave, by the way. I didn't realize Cortex was also immune to fall damage. Yay, Crash saved his girlfriend, who will not go on to be a character in the other games. And I beat the game. So, good night, everybody, and goodbye, and I went on a lot of tangents while playing this, especially in the later levels.